So today we'll see about the ABCD constants of a long transmission line. So we know the general equations of ABCD constant, that is Vs equal to A into Vr plus B into IR and Is equal to C into Vr plus D into IR, correct? Already we got that Vs and Is, correct? So our Vs is equal to Vr cos h gamma L plus IR into Zc sin h gamma L and Is equal to Vr by Zc into sin h gamma L plus IR into cos h gamma L. We got the equation Vs and Is. So that equation we are comparing with your general equation. So we'll get what is A, B, C and D. So we are getting A equal to D equal to cos h gamma L and B equal to Zc in sin h gamma L and C equal to 1 by Zc into sin h gamma L. So in all the term we are having gamma. So gamma is nothing but your propagation constant, that is root of Z into Y, correct? So the Z and Y is nothing but you have a complex quantity, that is Z is nothing but your series impedance and Y is nothing but shunt admittance, correct? So we'll have a complex quantity here. So if you are evaluating this ABCD constant, so already we know the formula, that is cos h theta will be 1 plus theta squared by 2 factorial plus theta power 4 by 4 factorial, and it will go on. Similarly sin h theta is theta plus theta cube by 3 factorial plus theta power 5 by 5 factorial, and it will go on here. So here instead of cos h theta, you are having cos gamma L, correct? So if you are replacing by gamma L, so this we can write it as a 1 plus gamma L the whole square by 2 factorial plus gamma L the whole power of 4 by 4 factorial, and it will go on here. So already we know gamma is nothing but it is a root of Z into Y. In this, that Z is nothing but it is impedance of the element in dx, and Y is nothing but it is a shunt admittance of the element in the dx. So here we have to find out the total impedance and the total admittance value we have to find out here. So here total series impedance for the entire length we have to consider. So entire length we are considering it as a L. So the Z total series impedance is capital Z. So the capital Z equal to small z, it is multiplied with the entire length. So similarly Y is nothing but shunt admittance of the element in dx. So the total shunt admittance is capital Y we are taking. So the small y is multiplied into the entire length, that is a Y into L. So we know it is gamma equal to root of Z into Y. So from this gamma square equal to it is Z into Y. So if you are multiplying with this length, gamma square into L square equal to, here that is Z, we can write Z into it is a L. Similarly this capital Y is nothing but Y into L, correct? So here the L square will get cancelled. So it is ZY equal to it is gamma L the whole square. So that is equal to Z into Y. So here we can replace in the linear equation. So here that is cos h gamma L is 1 plus gamma L the whole square by 2 factors. So the gamma L will be replaced by, in this equation the gamma L will be replaced by it as a Z into Y, correct? So we are getting this equation here. So similarly here A equal to D equal to, there is 2 factorial it is 2 and 4 factorial it is 24 and 6 factorial it is 720, and it will go on here. Similarly B equal to, it is ZC equal to sin h gamma L. So here it is ZC is nothing but it is a characteristics impedance, so that is root of Z by Y and then sin h gamma L. So again here the sin h gamma L we can write it as a so here that is sin of h theta is that the theta will be replaced by it is a gamma L, correct? So we'll get gamma L plus gamma L the whole cube by 3 factorial will get. So already we know your gamma here L square is nothing but it is ZY. So gamma L is nothing but it is root of it is Z into Y, correct? So we can write this equation in terms of root of ZY. So root of ZY the whole cube by 3 factorial, and it will go on here. So in all the term root of ZY if we are taking outside, so we'll get 1 plus root of ZY the whole squared by 3 factorial plus root of ZY the whole power of 4 by 5 factorial, it will go on here, correct? So this if you are expanding, so we'll get it as 1 plus 3 factorial it is 6 and 5 factorial it is 120, so it will go on here. So this is your B value. Similarly C value equal to 1 by ZC into sin h of gamma L. So this we can write as a ZC is nothing but it is a root of Z by Y. So it is 1 divided by root of Z by Y, so we can write it as root of Y by Z into sin h gamma L. So sin h gamma L already we found out this is your sin h gamma L, so we can replace by this term. So we'll get what is the value of C. So we are getting the term, this is a C value we are getting here, correct? And then I will see the problems. That is problem number 1, a 275 kV overhead transmission line has the following characteristics where Z equal to it is 12.5 plus J 66 ohm and Y equal to 4.4 into 10 to the power of minus 490 degree Siemens. Calculate the general network constants and surge impedance of the line. So general network constants we have to find out what is A, B, C and D value we have to find out, and then surge impedance we have to find out here. So first they are given Z and everything they are given in terms of Z and Y. So we know what is A, B, C, D, correct? So we have written in terms of Z and Y only we have written the equation. So we can write A equal to D equal to, this is the equation, that is cos h gamma L, this is the equation. So in this equation we can substitute what is Z, what is Y. So if you are substituting here and this everything we are converting into the polar, and if you are simplifying we'll get what is the value of A and D. Similarly, B equal to it is ZC into sin h gamma L. So we got this equation in terms of ZY. So in this, if you are substituting Z and Y term, so we'll get what is your B value. So B value we are getting it as a 66.84 at an angle 79.32. Similarly, C equal to 1 by ZC into sin h of gamma L. So this is the equation we are getting here. So in this equation, if you are substituting ZY, so we are getting C as a 0.00438 at an angle 90.053. So this is the C. So the first thing they are asking to find out the generalized constant, that is the ABCD constants we have to find out. So next one they are asking to find out the surge impedance of the line. So surge impedance ZC equal to it is root of Z by Y. So Z value we know, Y value also we know. So we can find out what is your ZC, that is 390.7 at an angle minus 5.365 mho. So next one it is a, if the line is given in problem 1, already the continuation of the problem 1 delivers at 250 megawatt at a lagging power factor of 0.9, determine the sending end voltage, sending end current, line charging current and efficiency of the transmission line and voltage regulation they are asking. So first thing what we have to find out, we have to find out what is your PR. So PR equal to 3 into VR IR cos phi R, or here we can write in terms of it is a root 3 times it is a line voltage also we can write, both it will come same only. So it is IR equal to, we are from this we are finding out IR. So PR value we know it is 250 megawatt divided by 3 into, that is VRS, it is 275 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by it is root 3, we are converting into it is a phase voltage into it is a 0.9. So we are getting it as a 583.18 amps. Similarly, next thing we have to find out IR, that is IR into cos phi R minus J sin pi R, correct? So the magnitude we got it as a 583.18 IR value, and cos phi R they given it as a 0.9. So from this we can find out what is for sin pi R. So we are getting 0.436. So from this IR is 583.21 at an angle minus 25.85 amps. So either we can use this formula or this one and we can find out, but here is IR value we don't know, so from this we are finding out. So here we'll get the magnitude angle also. So angle we are getting it as a minus 25.85 amps. So next one we are taking VR as a reference. So VR at an angle 0. So VR is 158.78 at an angle 0, correct? So sending end voltage is nothing but already we know the general formula for the ABCD concept, VS equal to A into VR plus B into IR. So this A value, B value and all already we have done from the first problem. So the same value only we are substituting here. So A value, B value we know, VR it is there, and IR also we found. So if you're substituting here we will get what is your VS. So VS is we are getting it is 182.47 at an angle 10.02 in kV. So next one sending end current, that is IS equal to C into VR plus D into IR. So the C and D also we are taken from the first problem constants, and VR IR we know. So if you are substituting here we are getting it as IS equal to 517.876 minus J 179.61. So IS we are getting it is a 548.14 at an angle minus 19.13 amps. Okay. So now we have to find out the line charging current they are asking to find out. So the charging current will be equal to, that is current at the sending end at no load. So that means at no load the receiving end current will be 0, correct? So IS will be equal to what you know, IC plus IR. So IR is 0 means what, IS will be equal to IC, that is equivalent to your charging current. So this if you are substituting in your general differential equation, that is is equal to C into VR plus D into IR. In that IR it is 0, so is will be equal to C into VR, correct? So the is will be equal to, it is IC, so your IC will be equal to, it is C into VR. So the charging current is, we have to find out IC value. So IC will be equal to C into VR. We know what is C, what is V, so we are getting it is IC equal to 69.55 at an angle 90 degree. So next one is transmission efficiency, that is PR divided by PS into 100, that is the receiving end power divided by sending end power divided into 100. So PR they given, it is a 250 into 10 to the power of 6, they given it is in terms of megawatt, divided by, it is 3 into VS is 182.47 and IS is 548.14 already we got, and cos phi s is they given cos of pi s they given, it is a 29.15. So if you're substituting here, we'll get what is the efficiency as a 95.4%. So now we have Vs equal to, it is A into VR plus B into VR, guys. So from this we have to find out what is the regulation. So regulation is nothing but receiving end voltage at no load and receiving end voltage at full load divided by receiving end voltage at full load. So at no load means here we have to take the IR receiving end current as a 0. So by that time whatever voltage at the receiving end is a no load receiving end voltage. So the VR will be replaced by VR at no load. So here Vs equal to A into, it is VR at no load. So from this we can find out VR at no load will be equal to Vs divided by A. So we can substitute here VR at no load is Vs by A. So Vs by A, we got Vs value we know, A value we know, so it is 185.155 kV. So if you're substituting, and full load is they given, it is a 275 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by, it is root 3. So we are converting into phase voltage. So we are getting, it is a 158.78 into 10 to the power of 3 volt. So if you are substituting here, we are at full load. So we are getting it as a 16.61%. That is the voltage regulation we are getting here.